The movie starts with Jian, Nobita and Sunio discussing going for an adventure in their summer vacation. Sunio and Jian get tired of thinking about this, so they pass this responsibility to Nobita. Nobita asks Doraemon to do so and they launch a rocket on their roof to take photos of each and every small part of the earth. Meanwhile, Nobita's mum, Tamako Taz, KS Nobita into picking up some groceries. On his way to the market, he passes the playground where he sees a dog all by itself. Feeling sorry for the dog, Nobita purchases some sausages while running his errands and gives some to the dog. Back home, Nobita and Doraemon look for a better way to find a good place for their adventure after realizing that the satellite would produce over 930 million photos. Nobita soon discovers that the dog he ran into earlier followed him home. Tamako, who does not allow pets, tells Nobita that her purse is missing. After the dog easily finds the purse through the scent of Tamako's slipper. Nobita is allowed to keep the dog and names him Peko. Peko finds a photo of a mysterious statue covered in fog somewhere in Africa and the group decide to find and solve the mystery. Excited that they might have found something no one has discovered, Nobita, Doraemon and all of their friends including Shizuka, Jian and Sunio plan to go to an expedition to find the statue. After the first day of the expedition, Jian got annoyed by the group's over-reliance to Doraemon's gadgets including Shizuka using the anywhere door to go home to use the restroom and angrily went off. At night, however, he was visited by the mysterious statue at his bedroom, who tells him about hidden treasure before disappearing. Interested, Jian rejoins the group the next day. He tells Doraemon to leave any gadgets that they used the day before. When they are cruising on a river with a ship, Jian forgot to steer it when he was throwing coconuts at crocodiles, causing the ship to crash. With the anywhere door burned by people mistakenly thought it was garbage, the group was almost swarmed by crocodiles, but they got rescued by a group of natives, who takes them to the village. The natives knows about the mysterious statue, and told Doraemon that they have to go through a lion-infested savanna and a very deep gorge. When the group reach the savanna, the mysterious statue appears again and drives the lions off. When they safely reached the bottom of the deep gorge and figured out the superstition surrounding it, Peko, now fully trusting the group, reveals himself to be a prince of a kingdom of bipedal dogs with human intelligence. He told them that the evil minister Deburunda and his lackey Diarchos was planning to conquer the world, assassinates the king, and accidentally throws Peko, who's trapped in a coffin, into the underground river in the gorge, causing him to meet Nobita. Doraemon and his friends decided to help him. First they searched for Burusasu, one of Peko's loyal bodyguards, but found out he's arrested by Deburunda's soldiers. After helping a young puppy named Chippo, they free Burusasu from a prison, but Deburunda and his army commander, Saberu, realizes that Peko is back and began a search for him in Doraemon's group. Deburunda also reveals that he has Princess Spiana captive in his palace, while everyone is hiding from Deburunda's soldiers. Burusasu said there was a saying that, when the world will be covered by darkness, 10 travelers will come and move the statue's heart to save the palace. Doraemon think the travelers are him, Nobita, Shizuka, Jian, and Sunio, but realizes there's only 5 of them. When Chippo is hungry, Doraemon uses the anticipating promise machine to make everyone feel full, but they have to fulfill the promise the next day. The next night, the group went to the statue, but were ambushed by Deburunda's soldiers. Burusasu faces the soldiers and lets Peko pass, but soon they got cornered by Diarchos and his aerial fleet. Peko was willing to hold the army back while the group escaped, but Jian followed him, and soon the entire group does. Finally they decided to get to the statue together, which is guarded by Deburunda, Saberu, and an army. When Nobita wonders about the old saying of 10 travelers, Shizuka uses the anticipating promise machine for help. Suddenly, a second group of Doraemon, Nobita, Shizuka, Jian, and Sunio appears, fully equipped with weapon gadgets, and fights Deburunda and his army while the main group enters the statue, followed by Saberu. When Nobita lags behind, Saberu catches up to him. Despite given the Denkomaru sword, Nobita takes a long time to defeat Saberu. The group fighting the army is also forced to retreat when Dr. Kos arrives. Eventually, Peko and the rest of the group manages to reach the statue's heart, which is a mechanism to bring the statue alive, like a robot. Using it, Dr. Kos and the army was defeated, and Deburunda flees to the palace. He tried to bring Princess Spiana with him, but Peko, using the statue, arrives in time and rescues her. Peko soon became the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and the other Doraemon gives the orug. Inner Doraemon knew anywhere to go home. When the group came back home, they realized that they still have to fulfill the promise made from their anticipating promise machine. The episode ends when Nobita leads everyone to the time machine to go back in time and help their past selves fight Deburunda's army and enter the statue.